Hi, and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be breaking down this spec ad I shot for this company called Biomal. For the first shot of the spinning coconut, I put the coconut on this headphone stand. I wrapped the top of the headphone stand in white paper to help me in the editing later. I used the same old pottery wheel from my last video. I actually bought a motorised turntable, but I prefer using this manual one as it's easier to get the precise start and stop points that I want. To light the shot I used 3 lights, my Godox SO60 as a key, an Aperture M9 as a hair light, and an IKEA desk lamp to light the backdrop. As a side note, the backdrop is just the white side of a 5-in-1 reflector, covered by the diffuser side of another 5-in-1 reflector being held up by a light stand. To fill in the shadows, I used a small 5-in-1 reflector to bounce some light back from my key light onto the other side of the subject. Here's a diagram that I hope explains the lighting setup a bit better. First we have the coconut and the camera, then the Godox SL60 as a key light, a 5-in-1 reflector acting as a bounce light to fill in the shadows, an Aperture M9 as a hair light, and finally an IKEA lamp bouncing off a 5-in-1 reflector as our backdrop. Here's the in-camera shot. And for the final image, I just masked out the pole in DaVinci Resolve. It's worth noting that if you're going to try to replicate this shot yourself, you'll need to get a shot with nothing in the foreground, like this. That way, when you mask out the pole, you can have a background under that clip to fill in the blank space. This next shot of the coconut hitting the ground used the exact same lighting setup, so not much to talk about here. I used white paper as a base with a microfiber cloth under it to break the fall. I took the camera off of my tripod and put it on the desk to get some camera shake as the coconut hit the desk. For the bottle transition, I put the bottle in the same setup as the coconut before, and then created an alpha mask in post to mask out the background. Then all I had to do was keyframe the bottle across the screen. For this shot where the coconut appears to crack, I followed a YouTube tutorial on how to crack a coconut perfectly in half. I then held the coconut in frame with 2 fingers and quickly let go of it, letting it fall. In post I took a screen grab of the coconut. After masking out my finger, I used DaVinci Resolve's clone tool to repair the crack in the coconut. Then all I had to do was keyframe a crop of a repaired image over the cracked coconut, creating this real-time cracking effect. Then I panned into the coconut, leading us into the bottle pour shot. To light the bottle pour, I used my Godox SL60 as a key light with a softbox and a white reflector to fill in the shadows. There isn't much else to this shot, the zoom effect was added in post. The remaining shots were all again lit the same way with a key light, hair light, bounce and background light. There's not much to talk about with the movement of these remaining shots, and I think the most important thing here is the lighting. If you'd like a full editing tutorial on how I made the splitting coconut, let me know in the comments. For now, here's the final video again. Please subscribe as I'll be making a lot more BTS videos in the future, and if there's anything I can do to improve these videos or anything you'd like to see, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.